Okay, boys. First official, kind of non-official practice of the season. Uh, a couple of housekeeping issues. I know Nate is away on vacation with his dad, so he won't be at practice. And I believe Mr. Risdale, who at the time of making this video is in the middle of LAX provincials and is 2-0. So, Brady, I hope by the time you get this video, you guys have done well. And he will not be at practice either. I believe that they are off next week. So I've asked Evan Blacker to come up and join us. I may bring up another defenseman, so we have seven, but we're going to run with three lines, and I'll send the lines out to you. Or I'll get Coach Mike, who's taking a D1 development course today, to get you the lines out. Um, Look, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We got a really good group here. We got a really, really good team, and if we're not gunning for anything but a red hat, then we probably shouldn't be here. You don't put together this kind of talent and you don't get a chance to go to the OMHAs like we have the last 2 years and come up short, to not try to bolster this and make it better and get back and have the opportunity to win it. In order to do that, it's going to start on Monday night, and you're going to see a side of me on Monday that you're probably not used to seeing. Carnival was a wonderful experience and provided me a lot of video, a lot of opportunity to really see what you guys could do against tougher competition like we're going to play when we play really good teams in tournaments, in quarterfinals, some round robins, some finals, in playoffs, and eventually when you get to the OMHAs. And again, you'll look at that and say, well, coach, that's not till March, but it's not lost on me how the last 2 years have ended. And so for me and for this coaching staff, it's important that we give you every opportunity early on, to be as successful as you can. We're going to be playing in a loop this year where I believe only Aurora and Markham will give us a push. I think Barrie is weakened significantly. They've lost a lot of players. I think 8 in total, including their first line. And obviously Big Nate, who came over to us. So, playing Barrie, TNT, Georgian Bay Islanders, who are going to be terrible, Orangeville and Caledon, there's a lot of nights, boys, where we're not going to get pushed, and that's not going to help us. So practice has got to be where we make our bones. Practice has got to be where we get better, and practice is where the staff feels that we have got to push you to the absolute limit. We have got to go hard in everything that we do, and it's imperative. And I said, I want to set that expectation right away. Attitude, effort, bring it on Monday. It is important. And for those of you who weren't here last year, you're going to pick this up pretty quick. We hold ourselves to a standard here, and that standard is that we want to be the best team at U16 AA that there is in the province. And in order to do that, we got to push ourselves. We got to work. We got to put on our hard hats. We got to do what we do, and this is where it's going to start. And I'll go over a couple small things in the room. This will be how you get your information for the majority of the year. I'm not a guy who wants to stand in front of a fucking whiteboard for 10, 15 minutes and waste ice time in a practice drawing up drills. Everything you'll need to know is going to be given to you here in the next 10, 15 minutes. A reminder that you've made a commitment to this team and to each other. You've also made one to me. When I put videos out, I expect them to be watched. I expect you guys to know it. And if you're not sure about something, that you come and talk to me or any one of the other coaches about it. It is absolutely unacceptable that these don't get watched, guys. And I know you're busy. I know school will be happening soon in September. A lot of other things going on, but this is something that you all agreed to do, you all signed up for, and I want to make sure that I have you guys as prepared as possible. One of the ways I can do that is by putting this out ahead of time so you guys know what we're doing. So we get on that ice, we're ready to fly. Less wasted time, more productive in practice, and practices will be a lot funner, believe me. And that's not to say we won't stop at a whiteboard. We will from time to time, but this is how you're going to get your information. This is how I'm going to communicate through videos, or I'll send you quotes. Sometimes I'll send you articles, stuff like that. All right. I won't take up a ton of your time today. I know it's our first one. We got an hour 20, so a little bit to go through here. All right. We're going to open up practice with Griff's 2v2 game because Kean Hanlon tells me that he loves small area games, as do I, and I think they're really good. This is a really cool one. It emphasizes a lot on regrouping D to D and then D's jumping into the rush and creating 3-on-2s. All right. So I'm going to let this guy talk. All right. And you have to listen a little carefully. Here we go.
The Griff's 2v2 game can be used to emphasize neutral zone transition and fundamentals of rush attack. The way it works is we move our nets to roughly the top of the circles. 2-on-2 in the middle, two X's versus two O's. They had extra players behind their net, two of them, so, sort of like two defensemen in a neutral zone situation. They played out 2-on-2. They do not have to pass to their D, but they can. If they do, it is an automatic D to D pass, and that will activate this defenseman. He will join, making it a 3-on-2.
Okay, so just to reiterate, when you regroup, that defenseman has no choice. As soon as you get it, you're moving it. So again, this is not take our time, lollygag, get the puck, move it to your partner. And once you've moved it, jump into the rush. We've been talking about this a lot at Carnival, and there are going to be certain instances where we want to go from defense on a regroup to offense quick, and we want you guys jumping in, okay?
These forwards are now getting open, and this player will try and find an open player.
And what I'd really like to see here is if both these forwards break this way, obviously a bank pass is an acceptable pass here, but if these two guys, the circles, have gapped up on them, and you're the third guy, and we're going to work on this later on in practice, when you're the defenseman who jumps up, float out into this area here, this guy can walk out and throw you a pass right across, and you're going to have a ton of ice here, all right? So always get up above the goal line and have a quick look up and go, can I hit that guy, all right?
At which point, these three attackers should organize themselves into a rush attack. We would like to see a middle lane drive. We would like to see a wide lane support. We'd like to see the puck.
Hockey, it's fun.
Have different options off of that rush. This player who activates is allowed to stay as long as this rush happens. There's a little bit of feel to this, but he's not there to stay the whole time for the rest of the drill. Jump in.
So basically, once you've jumped in on the rush and you've had your chance, jump back and get back to your normal position. Again, you wouldn't stay in the offensive zone all day generally. So again, jump into the rush, make it happen, and then get back to your spot, all right? Especially in case there's a turnover and they're coming the other way, all right?
Attack when the rush is dead, return to where you were, and it continues. On the whistle, the four players in the middle, they're onto the benches. The O's go to their side, the X's go to their side.
So again, we're going to use darks and whites in this. So everybody that's in the middle right now, you're going to get out. And then what's going to happen is the two guys that were on the back end playing defense, and there'll be no defense or forwards here. Everybody's going to play everywhere on this. They're going to jump into the middle and go against each other. And then two new darks and two new lights will come out, and they'll play down the bottom as if they were defensemen. Okay?
The X's down here come to the middle.
Easy. All right. So here's what it looks like, just irregular. How quick peek. All right. Okay, new puck gets dropped in, D to D quickly, and away they go. All right. So again, it's regroup. Look at this. Nice pass. Look at this. Pretty. All right, so you get the idea. So that's going to be the warm-up, right? I don't want to waste a lot of time on that. After that, we're going to go into this quad passing drill. I'm going to draw this up for you because this will look like a holy mess when you see it here. And I'm just taking a bit of time with this. So one of the things we want to focus on early is passing. We found even in Carnival, sometimes our passes are too soft. We're not getting them there quick enough. We're not thinking to move it. We're hanging on to the puck too long. So there's a drill that's kind of made to do neutral zone passes, all right? We're also going to turn it into a low shot with a driver for a rebound. So it's going to start on one side, all right? And just kind of bear with me here and just kind of get the gist of it, all right? So let's just say that this guy's going to start the drill. Without a puck, this guy's going to come all the way down here. He's going to skate. He's going to come around this circle. Or around the pylon. As he's coming around here, what I want to see is this guy in line here. I want you to lay a puck out into open area for him, probably just before the blue line, all right? Because we want to work on some passing inside the neutral zone, all right? So as soon as this pass gets laid, this guy now is going to step into this. Oops, sorry, let me just go back. This guy's going to step into this pass, all right? And he's going to pick up the puck, all right? Now, once he's picked that puck up, this guy in this line, all right, he's going to start to break. And what I want to see immediately is a quick pass, okay? Bang, right across to this guy. Once you've made that pass, I want you to break out this way, all right? And this guy's going to delay a little bit. This is a timing drill, all right? What we're going to try to do then is have him skate with the puck, okay, a little bit, walk up to here, and before it goes to the blue line, I want to pass before the blue line, all right? We're going to go right back to here, okay? This guy, again, is now going to take the puck. He's going to enter the zone, and he's going to come down. When he gets to about here, all right, let's just say top of the circle in, what I want is a good, low, hard shot. And the reason for this, okay, just put the shot in there, right? Is we're going to be aiming for this side. What we're looking for is a rebound out in this area. So after this guy has made that pass, I want him driving hard to the net, and we're looking for a rebound in that area. Once that's taken place, you're going to go back into the lines on here and here, okay? And that'll be your part. Now, here's where the drill gets interesting. Once this guy here has laid the pass out for this guy who originally came breaking, and then this guy's going to hit this guy, what this guy's going to do is he's going to start the drill going this way. So he's going to come down in behind you guys, okay? He'll follow this play. He'll cut in behind you, all right? And he's going to skate into this area here. And guess what? This guy now, all right, is going to get a pass laid to him. And again, we're just looking to lay a pass, not a shot. Bear with me, boys. Come here, pass. We're looking to lay one out there that they can skate into, okay? Same idea. He's going to pick it up. Once that pass is made, remember I told you this guy starts breaking. So again, this one here, it's going to come across the ice to him. And again, once he takes this, he's going to slow down a bit, and he's going to let this guy get ahead of him. So this guy's now going to be breaking this way, all right? And now we're looking to make that second pass before the blue line to him, all right? And now you got a guy walking in this way, and he's going to fire, okay? A long shot, low. Just come back here. I don't know why I won't put my shots up. Here we go. He's going to fire a low shot again. And after this guy's made the pass, all right, the second one, he's going to drive in here. He's going to look for the rebound, all right? And the drill repeats. Again, once this pass is laid to this guy who's coming around, okay, you're now going to start the drill going back this way. So it's a continuous passing drill. I know it looks like a bazillion lines on the screen right now, and we'll walk probably through this one in slow motion. Like if you feel comfortable enough to try it, we will. But this is a great passing drill. It's passing in the neutral zone. It's driving wide, low shots. It does a lot of things. Soft touch passes. So again, if we're breaking out of our zone on a rim and the centerman's breaking, chip to the middle, and away we go. All right. So that's the one we're going to run. From there, we're going to split the ice. All right. And I believe that Sean V, Matty Dan will probably take the forwards. Rook and me are going to take the D. And we'll do about 15 minutes of split ice. And in that point, we'll kind of let the coaches tell you what you're going to do down there. I just don't want to go D specific and forward specific here. It'll take us a couple minutes to explain it on the ice. No big deal. So we'll do a split for about 15 minutes. So at that point, we're about a half hour into practice. All right. So it's been a good crisp practice, a little bit of passing, small area game, some split work. We're going to do some cycle work. We're going to do some D to D work. And then we're going to come all back together and we're going to get into our lines. All right. From there, we're going to do breakouts to 3-4 checkers. So I'll let this guy explain it. This is a great drill. The gist of it's pretty simple. Basically, every line's going to get a chance to do this on the breakout, and every line's going to get a chance to be a forechecker. Every defense is going to get a chance to break us out. All right. But basically what it is dump the puck in, break out, all right, with no pressure. Hit a forechecker. That forechecker is then going to come, dump the puck back in. You're going to break out again with one forechecker. Then you're going to break out with two forecheckers. And then in the last one, you're going to break out with three forecheckers, and we're going to take it 5-on-3 down the ice. And then we'll switch lines. I'll let this guy give you just a quick demo of it. I don't even know if we have to do that. I'll let you guys watch it, all right? I can kind of talk you through it here. So, again. All right, so puck's dumped in. All right, so 5-on-0. So an easy breakout, you have no pressure, all right? No, you can pass to any one of these 3 forecheckers. It doesn't matter. Once you do that, this guy's now going to dump it in. All right, so now you got, again, so you've got one forechecker. Again, there's lots of things we can do here, D. We can run a quick D to D and up with the center swinging. We can suck this guy right in and run a reverse back out to the winger, all right? You could take it from here, skate it out yourself, have your partner start to roll out this way. I want us to be creative. I may stop this a couple of times, but I want us to be creative with some of the ways we break out. And again, as the pressure comes at you, it will dictate what you can and can't do, all right? So here it is again. All right, again, 5-on-1. So he'll dump it in now. So again, you'll notice here, a great play here is a quick up, right? You've got a forechecker coming at you here. You have time. The second one's going to take away to D. So again, I'd suck this guy right in, come right back up the wall with the winger, have this guy break. So again, use your ice vision, take your time, look what you want to do. So again, that's now 5-on-2. Same line, all right?
Of you're adding layers or you're adding contextual interference, more game-like scenario, more randomness for the
Well, the third guy's going to dump this in now. Now you're going to have 3 forecheckers. So this should look like a 2-1-2. Let's just see how they bring it.
types of plays.
Right. So again, what they're doing here is they're going to bring 2 down the same side. All right. So here, a quick up is going to be tough because you overloaded this. So this is a play where you may want to start to skate with this and see what opens up. Your partner may want to come down and drop it. All right. You may want to suck this guy, stays with him, come up the middle. So again, you're going to have 3 forecheckers on you this time. So this is where it gets tougher, and it should every time we do it. All right. It's going to be physical.
Pressure, different scenarios, all within the same drill.
All right.
Okay,
So
you drill for us.
So once that's done and you've broken out, we'll go all the way down the ice 5-on-3, and then we'll bring in the next groups. All right. So that's going to be the breakout drill. All right. So it's a breakout the 3 forecheckers, and it's just no forecheckers 1, 2, and 3. All right. Yeah, this is just a quick look. Now we're going to do the Sabres regroup, which we kind of started the last time I ran one, and it's a really great drill at working on different types of regroups that we can use. As we know, defense like to come up and creep up and take away wingers now, and our defense will be working on this. What I really want to do is give you some different options, all right? And I think I have it on here. Yeah, I got Denny Savardo. He's going to talk to us about this. Here it is.
Hi, this is Dennis Savardo with Ice Hockey Systems. Welcome. We're going to talk about neutral zone regroups here. And there's a drill for you that I'd like to explain to you, and hopefully that's going to help your kids, your coaching down wherever you're at. First of all, it starts on a whistle. As you saw here, there's a coach with 3 pucks.
So again, we're going to start with a line, 2 defensemen, all right? Everybody's going to get reps at this, and everybody's going to run this 3 times with 3 different regroups, okay?
On the whistle, the forward line will hit the blue line and touch the blue line, okay? Because we want movement. We don't want nobody standing doing drill standing still. Same where the defensemen don't come up, okay, and touch the red line. Now, once they've done that, the coach will spot a puck in this area here, okay? So our defensemen obviously have gone back, okay, for the puck. Obviously, the other D has come back for the puck, and our forward have come back, and we always talked about our F1. We want you on the wall right away for that quick up, okay? The first.
So we're going to play Vaughan, I think the 20th of September. And one of the things you're going to see that Vaughan does really well is when you come at this defenseman here with the forecheck, he's just going to turn and bank it off. And they always have a F1 forward right there. So he's going to use F1, F2, and F3 in this regard as who comes back to the puck first. Obviously, if we're looking at this and we're on the offensive side of the puck, this is going to be the left winger coming back. Center's going to be here, right wing's going to come here. But the emphasis of this is for our defensemen, if they're under enormous amount of pressure and they can't go D to D, having a guy that we always know is here, quick bank, and we're gone, is going to be money. And Vaughan runs this really, really well. All right, so have a look.
Part of this drill, I'm sorry, we're going to do a quick up to this winger. Okay, center, we talked about it. We want you to mirror the puck all the way through. Okay, whether it's going D to D, then you can turn your body and continue to mirror the puck. So in this situation here, we've gone D quick up. So it's a quick up to this winger, center support to the center. Winger has come up also low. We're going to go D to wing to center to wing. We're going to drive wide.
Again, you're now talking about 1, 2, 3 passes before you enter the zone. Head manning the puck, moving the puck quickly. Wide lane drive here, which we talk about all the time. All right.
We're going to have our center now, our middle guy drive the net hard.
All right. So again, the right winger in this instance has picked it up from the center on a pass. He's going to drive wide. He doesn't have to get in here at rocket speed. He wants to draw people to him. So again, when you come in here, we're going to slow it down. There's no defense on this drill when we run it the first time, so you'll have lots of space. Centerman, after you make that pass, you're going right to the net. We scored a goal a couple games ago in Carnival, where I believe Riz took it, Mitchie took it wide, and Cleveland did just an absolutely fantastic job at driving the net. Sorry for glazing you, bud. Got in the goalie's eyes. Mitch dropped past to Lynn back in the net. Guys, it works, all right? So again, wide, middle lane drive, and you're going to see this guy who always starts to play with the first pass up here, all right? He's going to come in late, right?
Come up in this area here,
And he's your trailer.
somewhere here to find this.
And a couple things we're going to work on this year, like as this guy holds up and looks, if we can get inside position here and you can fire a slap pass in here that he can deflect at the net, that's an option. If there's no way to get him there, stop, hook back, slow down, and look for this guy trailing in. All right. Lots of plays we can make off of this. And this is just off of a regrip drill. So this is a regrip drill right to a zone entry 3-on. In this case, it would be a 3-on-2. In this case, it'll be a 3-on-0. All right. So that's the first part of it.
We're looking for him to be a shooter.
All right. So that's the first part.
The reason this drill here helps you out too, not only it helps you out breaking the trap or working on situation, neutral zone and regroups, but it helps you too offensively. You know, it helps you go 3-on-0 with net drive presence all the time, with wide entry, with third man high supporting to be the shooter, to be the goal scorer. On the whistle, you're gonna come back, coach is gonna spot the second puck. Now, the second situation is we're gonna go D to D now. Okay, our defensemen are gonna go D to D. Their role is to start moving with the.
Okay. So come back, spot the puck again. Instead of going quick up on this one, we're going to go D to D. Once this defenseman picks up the puck, he's going to start to roll with it. Okay. Again, I want you to keep track of the left winger and where he spots for this. Nothing changes. He's always the key for this play. Okay.
puck. Okay, obviously his role after he moved in, his situation is to come back underneath. We're gonna use the weak side now. Okay, we're gonna go D to D to our weak side winger. Okay, remember, we had our center that mirrored the puck all the way. Our winger now is gonna come and support.
Okay. So this is an important point for wingers and centermen. So we always ask our centers to mirror. So in this case, the center's going to come back. He's going to follow the D to D pass, and then he's going to start to break here. Only problem is this is where the right winger is. So now the center who's mirrored the puck is now coming up to fill for the right winger. In this particular instance, now if you're a right winger and you see the centerman coming at you, you've now got to fill for the center, which means you're going to cut right across the red line and you're going to get into center ice, open ice area here. Okay. So right wing and center switch. If we were coming out the other side, the left wing and the center will switch. So if you're a winger on a regroup and the center starts to come towards you, you break middle. Okay.
This guy, so it's gonna be D to D, walk, across, to winger, give it to your winger that came and supported you.
Again, so same thing. We're going to use this guy again, but instead of hitting the center like we did the first one, we know the center has mirrored, so he's over here. All right. So now your right winger is feeding. So as soon as he gets it, he's going to touch pass it to here, back over to here, and the drill goes the same thing again for the zone exit.
It's gonna drive wide again.
And again, we want to make sure that in this case, that pass is made before the blue line. All right, if at all possible. This time, because the centerman's mirrored, he's going to carry it in wide. Now, the right winger who made the pass is going to be the middle lane driver. And again, same guy, this left winger, he comes into the zone late, looking to trail. All right, so that's the second phase of it.
The net hard, and this winger now that started to drill again will come and stop.
All right, so pretty simple.
The offensive, being the third guy high and hopefully be a goal scorer. On the whistle, third puck will be spotted again. It'll be D to D again. KRD's gonna walk back to his partner underneath to the weak side.
So this is a play where we're going to find in a game sometimes where we're going to go D to D, all right, over here. This defenseman's going to start to walk up. Center's going to come here. Winger's going to break here. And all of a sudden, everything's going to step up and it's going to clog up here, and there's nowhere to go. One of the things we started to do really, really well when we were at Carnival near the end was when we would look up and we didn't see what we liked here, we would roll it back. So all we're going to ask the defenseman to do is start to roll out here, draw a whole bunch of attention to you, and then gently slide it back to the middle. This defenseman, you're probably going to want to be on this post side so it's not a horribly long pass, and you're going to want to be deep enough so that if he's up here, he can get it to you without a stick getting in the lane. The minute you get that, again, this left winger, nothing has changed, okay? You're going to get that, and you're going to move it up to that left winger. Right winger, you've already gotten into this area. You're just going to be available for a pass in here. And again, center, you're just going to kind of pace yourself in here, and we're going to let this develop, right? This is a very advanced regroup because it involves delays. So you've really got to read this and make sure you find a lane to get open to so they can pass it, all right?
Guy, again, our centers come around, across, give it to our winger, we're gonna support, give it to our winger, back to center again.
So again, that's all timing, guys. Once everybody's rolling this way, centerman coming up here too, right? And all of a sudden the puck goes, oh, we're going back this way. winger's already in the middle, puck's going back that way. So all of a sudden now you've got to find some space here to delay. Center, you can't be too high up. So again, you just kind of want to circle around here. You're going to want to circle around here. We're going to wait for it to develop. And then when he gets it, bang, we have to be able to have the lane to get it to him. All right. And we're going to practice this. We'll do this drill a lot this year. And the more you do it, the better you're going to get it. All right. So that's the third part of it. All right. And again, nothing changes there. Center will get it. He'll again drive wide. The right winger will then net drive. And again, this guy who it starts with is going to come in late. And we're going to run this not in practice on Monday, but we will run this from both sides. So we get used to doing it from both sides. But I want to introduce it to you guys on Monday. It's an important drill. It's one that we have to get lots of reps on. These are hockey games is one. I mean, we want to control from our blue line in. I want this area of the ice to be dominated by us. How do you dominate that? By being able to regroup and go from defense to offense quickly. We don't want to turn pucks over in this area. We want to be able to get pucks deep. All right?
Now, this guy, if you notice, has become the shooter all 3 times on
Yep.
this particular drill.
Okay, so I'm not going to go any further with Dennis, who's really, really good, but that's the one we're going to run. So everybody's going to get reps at this, all right, running it in. And like I said, if we have to slow it down a couple of times, we will. Again, passing through the neutral zone, quick passing, head manning passes, and zone entries, all right? All things that we want to get better at and things we're going to work at. And things we'll do both individually and then we'll do in entire ice settings like this, all right? So that's that. We're going to go to this is the last half of the practice here, last 20, 25 minutes here. We're going to go to some battle drills. So if you've been with me before on some of my skates, you'll have seen this drill. It's called NHL, AHL. So there'll be a coach here on the NHL side, okay? And we're going to run this top of the circles and in. I really want to put some pressure on you. In fact, we might run it up for here and in. What we're going to do is spot a puck in the corner, and 2 guys are going to go in for it. And the first guy that can gain possession, keep possession, and make a pass back to the coach, not a bank pass, a pass back to the coach, a good pass, not one that he has to reach out for, you'll have won that battle and you can stay. If you lose that battle, then you're going to come over here to the minors and you're going to play in the AHL. All right. Same goes here. We'll probably run top of the circles again with the coach here, spot a puck in, 2 guys will go. Again, win the puck battle, get possession of the puck, make a good pass back to your coach. If you win, you're going to come back to the NHL side. If you lose, you stay in the minors. This is just a straight out battle drill. And get used to these because we're going to do a ton of them this year. We are going to be tough. We are going to be miserable on walls. We're going to be miserable to play against. How do we get miserable? By doing it in practice. We are going to beat the shit out of each other. So nobody in this team is afraid to go and get a loose puck. And I mean anybody. I don't care who you are on this team. If there's a loose puck, I expect you to go in and at least put an effort in to go and get it. All right? So a quick battle drill. This is an exhausting drill. So 5 to 7 minutes. We'll see how you guys feel. I probably won't run it at both ends, depending on how many guys we have. We'll probably do it at one. So if we do it quick enough, 5, 7 minutes. If we need more, we can take it. To finish it off, we're going to have, this was got picked up. So Buffalo Sabres are running their, rookie camp, for lack of a better word. And this drill kind of exists, but they put a nice little tweak on it. I mean, I'll explain it quickly here and then I'll show you the video. I'll let it run. But basically, we're going to cut the ice here in half. Going to put a net here and a net here. So in this particular instance, let's say yellow is white because we're going to be running whites and darks in practice. So white is shooting on this net here. So these 2 guys, and this is not defenseman, this is just a defensive positioning. Again, everybody's going to play everywhere in this. One of the things we want to focus on this year is a lot of rotation. So a lot of times we're going to ask the D to go in, forwards to come back. We're going to need forwards that can play defense, and we're going to need defense that can play forwards. And so in practice, you're going to get a lot of reps. At defense, you're going to get a lot of reps at forward. That is part of the goal. All right. So what happens is these 2 are going to shoot on this net, and then you see the darks here. Sorry, B. The darks here, they're going to be shooting on this net. So this is basically a 2-on-2 down low, and you don't have to use the points. If you just want to keep the puck down low and battle down low and try to score, you can. If a puck squirts out, though, these guys are going to become active. Once the puck goes back here, it's your job to get to the net. All right. And I want you to watch in this drill specifically. Every time the puck goes back here to these guys or back here to the Blues, you're going to see how many guys crash the net. You want to see how to get to the net? This is a rookie camp. Watch these guys go, man. This is good. No. Racing. So again, on this particular one screener, but look at how he opens up here to become an option too, right? So again, if we're not going to crash two guys to the net like you saw earlier, here's a great example. He goes right in line with the shooter. Again, could be a little bit more in front of the goalie, but look at the beautiful job opening up here for a 1T, all right? I don't think he gets it, but great job. The other thing too is the rebound squirts out there, right? He almost gets it. Same thing. Again, good body possession, wins puck battles. Like, great drill. Back to the point. And again, this guy shoots it. I would almost wait it a little bit longer because you want this guy to get to the net. You want this guy to get to the net. Great job by Yellow. Look at them box out. So again, lots of good things in this drill. Boxing out, getting to the net, winning puck battles, crashing the net, deflections. All right, so you got the idea. So that will take us through an hour and 20 with no problem at all. I wanted to try to finish on a good note with this drill because it's great for what we were just doing before, which is the battle drills, winning one-on-one battles. And then also, like, you're going to hear me say this all year long, get to the net, get to the net, get to the net. You've heard me say it a million times during Carnival. Now we get to rep it every practice. You're going to hear me every practice say, get to the net, get to the net, get to the net. All right? So that's it for today. I know it's a bit long. I apologize. But I wanted to make sure you guys all knew what you were doing prior to. All right. So I will see you guys Monday. Any questions, anything like that, you got my number. Feel free to reach out. All right. See you later, boys.